So this is like a format. If you try and remember the end, it'll be easier for you to. It's okay. Cut this. Cut. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to Language Speaks. I'm Neha. Today's episode is about some German grammar. I'm going to share some information on the verbs in the German language. Now, the verbs in the German language conjugate according to the personal pronouns. It's too much? Let me break it down for you. So first and foremost, what is a verb? Verb is a word that describes any action. Not that action. Actually, in a way, yeah, that action too. So words like watching, running, sitting, going, coming are the verbs in the English language. What are personal pronouns? Now, I have done a separate video on personal pronouns and I am going to leave the link to that episode in the description box below. So to give a gist, personal pronouns are words like I, you, he, she, it, we, they. So I would suggest you please refer to that video for a better understanding. And now, what does conjugation mean? Conjugation means that the verb changes according to the different personal pronouns. That is in German language, of course. In English, it doesn't change much. So let me give you an example for that. Let's take the verb learn, to learn in English. So how would that conjugate? I learn, you learn, he learns or she learns, we learn, they learn. So just the third person singular, that is he or she, adds an S to the end of that verb, learns. But in the German language, the verb endings varies for all the different personal pronouns. That is too much information, isn't it? Don't get scared. I am going to take it slow and gradual for your better understanding. Let's know how the verbs in the German language are conjugated. Let's take the example of the verb to learn in English. In German, that becomes lernen. Lernen. So I will now show you how they conjugate according to the personal pronouns. Ich lerne. Ich lerne. Du lernst. Du lernst. Sie and S. Sie, S, that is the third person singular forms. Lernt. Lernt. Moving on to the plural forms. Wir lernen. Wir lernen. Second person plural. Ihr lernt. Ihr lernt. Sie, that is third person plural. Sie lernen. Sie lernen. So did you see the different endings according to the different personal pronouns? Like you can see them on the screen now, and I am going to exactly tell you what's changed in the verb as it has conjugated. So, ich lerne. You add an eat at the end of the word. Lerne. Du lernst. Lernst. You add an st at the end of the word. Sie es lernt. Lernt. Add a t at the end. Going on to the plural forms. Wir lernen. What did you add? A en at the end. Ihr lernt. You add a t at the end. And Sie lernen. Again adding an en. Now I'll give you another verb and let's conjugate that according to the personal pronouns to give you a better hang of it. Let's take the verb machen. Machen in German. It means to do or to make. Now let's conjugate that. Ich mache. Ich mache. Again ends with an e. Du machst. Du machst. Ends with an st. Sie es macht. Macht. Ends with a t. Moving on to the plural forms. Wir machen. Machen. Ends with an en. Ihr macht. Ihr macht. Again ends with a t. And Sie, third person plural. Machen. Machen. Again ends with an en. I am going to take another verb as an example and let's conjugate that together, shall we? Alright. So the third example for today is gehen. Gehen. It means to go. Alright, so before I tell you the conjugation, or rather before we do the conjugation, G-E-H-E-N is pronounced as gehen and not gehen. No. So the H here is not to be emphasized on. Gehen. Let's conjugate. First person singular. Ich. What is the ending? E. So, ich gehe. Ich gehe. Second person singular. Du. What ending would that verb have? That's correct. St. Du gehst. Du gehst. Third person singular. Sie es. Right. T ending. So geht, Sie geht, es geht. Going on to the plural forms. Wir. Yes, en ending. Wir gehen. Gehen. Ihr. T ending. Ihr geht. Ihr geht. And lastly, third person plural. Sie. Again, that's right, en ending. So, Sie gehen. Sie gehen. So, this is how the verbs conjugate according to the different personal pronouns. I know, it is too much information in one video. That is why I would recommend that you all please make notes when you're watching my grammar videos. Because grammar is very important in German. There are different set of rules which you have to follow. So please make your notes on this one for sure. And as we progress through the videos, I will give you more conjugations of the verb depending on the different tenses. The past tense, present tense, future tense. I'm going to stop here for today's episode. Just the basic verb conjugation according to the personal pronouns is enough for today. If you have liked this episode, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Bye.